I feel like the model has to change though. First of all, they have to address the opacity of what they're doing. You put in our chat that you are always the product. And so if you treat Meta glasses the way that we look at how Facebook is essentially just a data collection experiment that is addictive. So we want to use it. And so, that's sort of like the value exchange. We get to enjoy the addictive nature of these products, and companies like Meta get to understand us a lot better than they ought to without our knowledge. I think that with smart glasses specifically, the contract has to change. I think that on the one hand, the opacity has to become much more transparent. It has to be like, look, we're Meta, we're company XYZ. This is what we're doing, right? We want to give you all of these features and all of this functionality. But what we're also doing while we're doing that is hopefully gathering data to make our products better. Okay. Everybody understands that. But even having that dialogue, I think, helps. But also giving the consumers the opportunity to either opt in or opt out, essentially treating your customers respectfully as partners in this endeavor, where you're like, look, this is what we're trying to do. So here's a dashboard. I want you to be able to check, basically sort of like any dashboard where you check for your privacy and you decide, who can see your things and what has access to what. Same thing, make it really easy on startup. This is what I'm going to allow. And even reward users who participate in this data collection on themselves and on the world around them, and say, look, become a partner, right? We'll help you monetize this when you turn your camera on, or when you help us learn about your environment or public park, or teach our cameras and our AI to recognize plants better, or objects, or QR codes, whatever it is. All the training that we do as consumers for free with the devices that we bought with our money, recruit these customers into the practice of training AI and using these devices to essentially build better products in the future. I think that's a much more ethical approach. I think that's the kind of approach that would help consumers trust a company more than the others. And I think that's great marketing because, as we all know, we do business with people we like and with companies we trust. And that is ultimately the foundation of loyalty, right? And I know that I'm talking about marketing more so than product development, but I feel like if this is going to continue to work for these companies, and if AI can turn the corner on this momentum of negativity that the public is really starting to feel it about AI in general, they need to do something. And this is a good place to start. Showing that AI can be ethical, that these companies can be ethical, that they can work with consumers to build a better AI future, as opposed to feeling this tension of sort of like we're buying things that are going to spy on us and there's no way out and it's only going to get worse.